What is going on, guys? It's your boy today coming to you guys with a very exciting player review that I honestly didn't think I would be making, because let's be honest, I don't think any of us really knew. I mean, the leaks nowadays, I mean, they've been right for the past couple months, but for the past few weeks, I mean, the leaks have been kind of just on and off, right? But I mean, like I said, I never thought I would be making a review for a player like, especially like Sergio Ramos with 5-star skill moves, right? I know a lot of you would probably preferred he had like 5-star weak foot because of the passing ability that he could have. You guys know what I'm talking about. And like an example I would probably give would be like Coquelin. He doesn't have the skill moves, even if him being a midfield player, as in a more offensive player than Ramos would ever be, right? He still, like, not having skill moves is not really a problem because of the weak foot thing. The weak foot, I think, this year it's a lot better for those players that they're defensive, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, guys, I mean, regardless, this guy looks jacked. I mean, for the price, I feel like it's a little bit underwhelming, but I'm being completely honest with you guys. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with there being a 5-star skill moves Ramos, right? Because like I said, his body type in this game, it's not just any body type, and his defensive stats are obviously god tier in this game. And now that he has pace, which is literally the only thing I'm paying attention to right now on this card, we will see, like, I mean, if he's gonna be the same beast as he was last year with his end of era card. I believe he did have a FUT birthday card, like around FIFA 19, around those times, and that card was also pretty good, guys. And as you can see, I mean, the shadow chemistry styles are getting sold out, and it's not because of a Varane that's being released right now, right? You guys already know why. We're seeing a lot of the market, drastically change now that we're seeing the Sergio Ramos out. And to be honest, looking at the price tag, I would probably expect it to be higher if he was in the market. To be honest, because right now, especially this FIFA, center backs are being very, very highly priced, because it's very rare for you to find a center back that you can generally just trust in to be, your long trusted center back, to take a while in your team, and for you to feel for that center back to make it, a genuine difference to your team. And yeah, that's why nowadays we do see a lot of these center backs, they don't really drop in price that much, because I mean, center backs are, center backs. They have to perform for you for quite a while. For the amount of money you're gonna spend on, especially if it's an SBC, you're expecting, right? You're expecting for that player or that card to perform for you for quite a while. And now we managed to snipe, for an obviously another ridiculous amount of price for a shadow, which I probably should have snatched a shadow a while back, but like I said, it's okay. For especially for the card we're gonna be applying it to. I'm pretty sure this guy is gonna be nothing else but a demon in here. And would you look at that, we have him linked up right next to no one other than his favorite of all time teammate, Mr. PK. And obviously, all jokes aside, we know that these two are very good cards. Obviously, PK is probably not that good nowadays, so I expect for the Sergio Ramos to outperform him in like a very, very drastic way. Like, he should be, like, the dribbling, the passing, everything should be feeling a whole lot better in this card. For the amount of price that I spent on this card, I expect nothing more or nothing less. And we're gonna be playing him. This is where it gets more into the review stuff for like the formations. where I explain to you guys what formations I'll be using him in and what I expect from him and the positions he will play in. So he'll be playing in a 3-5-2 as our left center back. And like I said, for the pace that he has, I expect him to be, and with the high medium work rates, I expect him to be moving around the pitch very nicely, giving me the passing options, doing the forward runs, not obviously not all the way down as a striker, but expecting for him to, give himself out there more for the team, for his teammates as well. And as well, I'll be using him as a starting formation on the 4-4-2 with a press after possession loss. So this is kind of just more of a my balance formation. I usually play that formation for the first half, and second half I move down to my 3-5-2, and that's how we'll be playing it for this game, guys. And I hope you guys enjoy the review. If you do, please leave a like, leave a comment as well. What other cards to you think that EA have probably given a little bit of, not good stats for the prices that they given. We have a lot of examples for this promo, as well as last year we had a lot of cards that were a little underwhelming, but I think this year has kind of been a little bit offhand from EA. I feel like they kind of missed the ballpark. Really very, you know, very drastic this year. So, let's hope that the next upcoming SBCs, for what remains of this promo, we get some decent ones, and I'm pretty sure we will, right? But when I saw Ramos, I figured I had to get my hands on him. It was nothing, nothing else uh, that I expect from this card. Like I said, that then for him to outperform, right? And first off, we're gonna be going against a Premier League team. So you have Edward here. So let's go ahead and jump into this review. Let's see how well our guy Ramos performs. So I'm gonna obligate my opponent to start making passes down the middle. I don't know why I picked Ramos right there. I shouldn't have picked Ramos, because like I said, the outer defender in this game, oh, he stuck the leg that right there. That was pretty interesting. Okay, here we go. The touches that he's taking are not bad. 5-star skills. The passing, like I said, the passing is elite. I can already tell his passing is going to be really good for us. See, he doesn't make any forward runs right here, but he does step up pretty well to give me that passing option. Let's see, can he hold the ball? Our teammate is playing very passively, but he's holding us down pretty well. Let's see, can we make a run right here? Physical, no. Man, I thought his physical would have let him, push that guy off. But regardless, he got the ball back. That's all that matters. Like I said, that's literally what you expect from center back, especially if you're wasting pretty much almost half a mil worth of fodder and coins, on a card like that. So here we go again. Okay, it looks like he's marking him pretty well. I'm gonna let him out of defender here, like I said once again. Okay, covers the ball real easily. You can still tell that his body type is very good in this game. He doesn't have the most pace, but I can tell you guys right now, his body type is very good for a center back. Okay, let's see if we can get a corner here. Let's see if he has those headers on him. Okay, well, you didn't get a header off, but he got the ball right there. Oh, almost got away with that one right there. Oh, that was my mistake of a pass right there. But let's see how he tracks back right here. So I'm gonna overcommit with PK. Nope. Okay, because we didn't. Looks like our back line is not letting our opponent right here get the best of them. And Ramos right there given a good passing option, but not running forward as much as I would expect him to do because of his, like I said, his high medium work rates. Also, this year, the thing about the high mediums is like the dribbling on a cards are very affected from depending on their, their work rates. Okay, cross net. Ooh, he had some good power to that. Just didn't, I guess, just didn't have the finishing to it. And regardless, it was a pretty good shot. Okay, so he comes back, giving us a passing option. His body type doesn't feel the worst. And another thing I want to take in mind is that shot that he took was with his weak foot. So I'm going to try and give a shot with his stronger foot. And let's hope he does score that shot, right? Okay. So he kind of just pushes that player down. If you can tell, like he uses his physical ability to push him down, but he didn't really stop anything. That player could have, given a good header still, had the chance to at least. Let's see. I'm going to see what. Okay, so there's another bad touch from him right there. Now, I want to see. This is what I was trying to say. I want to see how he commits back. So he didn't get the ball right there, but somehow he kind of just, I guess, made the other player not interested in grabbing the ball, I guess, because the thing about this game is that whenever the player of your opponent grabs the ball, the auto defender will go in and do a tackle. And that's exactly what's a little bit interesting from this card to me. It's like his presence is very, you can notice his presence a lot in this game in terms of how he defends. Like he doesn't have to like tackle or anything. He kind of just inflicts a sort of, you know, a sort of fear. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to say he's some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of god that everybody's over here is scared of, but like, I know, like I'm saying, you could tell that a lot of the AI just chooses not to lock onto the ball when he's around it. Let's see, lob pass right here. Pretty good lob pass right there. Nothing special. We could run down here with Neymar. He's gonna catch Icardi. No. Defender was there to block the shot. But that was a good pass from him. We're gonna go ahead and try him though on our other formation, which is a 3-5-2, and that involves only 3 defenders, obviously, and we're gonna go ahead and do some changes in this game that to the team that I've noticed I probably need to have made before I started playing this game. And that's probably to play a more aggressive cam. I'm probably gonna have to let go of one of my players here. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Hakimi. Yeah, I would put in Sakaria for Awar, but like I said, I'm kind of leaving him there because Awar is not a physical or nothing special of a defensive player, but I know Ramos is, so I'm trying to just kind of divert all of the attacks from my opponent to Ramos to see the way he responds, I guess, for his AI wise, right? AI wise is kind of what I'm trying to look for from Ramos. Okay. Wonder when he's going to attack. I'm just not even paying attention to the way he's making his passes. I could literally have already made a goal already on that occasion. But let's see right here. Just gonna check back from our. Okay, looks like Ramos was about to give us a passing option right there, but This guy's team is locking us down pretty well. That was PK actually. Come on, pass it down. Oh, Ramos right there. There we go. That's what you want from a S tier card. That's literally S tier stuff right there. It's like you don't ask him to do it. He's just doing it, or you don't have to do it yourself. Like I literally just switched to him, and he just automatically pushed the player off right there, and just like I said, he stopped him from scoring right there, and we score here with Neymar because our opponent's defensive tactics, to be honest, are nothing special, and we're gonna have a rage quit. But as you can see, that tackle right there was literally the highlight of auto defender. And like I said, I mean it's a very ratty thing to consider from this team from cars like these, because like I said, he doesn't have the pace, but he has the physical stats to push opponents attacking players off the ball, and prevent them from shooting, doing the little stupid tap ins that the game allows your opponent to do. But that usually happens, like I said, when you don't have good defenders, and that's usually what kind of happens. Previously in my team, I was using Kimpembe in this position, and when I would use him, he had that thing where he wouldn't do that necessarily, those kind of tackles. But you can see Ramos actually does them, and like I said, the pace, you can tell the pace is good. Obviously, the thing that probably sucks about this card is probably the balance and dribbling. If I'm talking about meta wise, right? Because he's not an agile defender, but 84 agility is not bad for a defender like this. And obviously, I could still tell that his passing is super good. It's probably fake because it's not, doesn't feel like he has 86 passing or 87 long passing or short passing, excuse me. And the strength too, it doesn't feel like it's 88. It feels like it's a 90, like 92. Like really good strength. So yeah, so far, uh, looking pretty good. Ramos is looking pretty good. Um, the 3-5-2 doesn't seem to, make him act any differently. But we're gonna see. Maybe next game we'll do a tackle right or two, and this is how we're gonna wrap up our review for this card. But regardless, so far so good, guys. This guy is performing pretty good, and we're gonna be going against a pretty good team here. So I'll be paying attention to that Garincha because I know he's a very good player in terms of the meta for how he dribbles. He is very good for his dribbling ability, and that's the kind of players that are the most difficult to track down. Excuse me, because they're fast. They like can do like any sort of touches at any moment of the game, and catch a penalty, or get lucky and some sort of sticky goals that they can bring to your opponent. We're gonna go ahead, and Neymar is getting on the score sheet right now. Huckling with a pretty good tackle. Gonna pass to Ramos. Little short pass here. Okay, let's see if he makes any runs. Okay, we lose the ball there. Gonna make sure he commits. We commit every single defender that we have except for Ramos. I probably shouldn't have switched to him right there. There we go. The block from Ramos. God tier right there. God tier stuff right there. Like I said, that's what you want to do with your defender. When you play against guys like these, that they have really good players, attacking wise, you don't want to manually defend them because this game doesn't allow you to do it that well as you could have done in like the previous FIFAs, right? Like it took me a while to understand that stuff, but it's something that you have to understand when you play this game. You have to allow for defenders with really good stats for defensive wise, but not the fastest or most agile center backs, you just don't control them. Just allow them to, be there for you, in the times that you have to, defend any passing or any plays coming from the wing, especially, is where you have to, be careful with that. Don't switch to your defender too fast, unless you know you're gonna come on top of the ball. Make a play here. Oh, Benzema. He was about to do. Oh, okay, we get a little jammy goal right there. Right, we can't. Man, I actually feel bad for this guy. That we didn't. I didn't really mean to do that. Um, I kind of just wanted to pass down the middle, but he didn't allow me to. We don't get any more corner chances with our boy, but what's up, Kevin? Just noticed you got in here. Yeah, it's okay. It's just a recording for the review, so there's nothing too deep. It's just a review. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. We have 2 games with Ramos, no goals. I still want to make a goal because I am a little bit obsessed with the fact that they gave him 86 shot power, and Varane has the same amount of shooting, and I've seen him shoot like outside the box. So, I am going to confess I am still wanting to score with this guy, but regardless, talking about his defense, this guy's defense is freaking amazing, man. Nothing, not the most agile center back. Like I said, Varane is probably one of the best center backs agile wise in terms of defending, because obviously Varane has those defensive stats, like similar to how Ramos has them. But another thing is his body type, right? His body type is so good, and his composure is just literally the only thing that matters for this card, right? The only upgrade that mattered to this card was the composure, and probably some of the physicals, and that was it. Literally, they didn't have to upgrade the pace. He could have had the same pace as his gold card. It wouldn't have mattered, to be honest. His defensive stats as well. They wouldn't have mattered. It was just the physicals and the composure, and that was all you needed from this card. Nothing else that this card could have changed from his base card. So yeah, guys. I mean, uh, like I said, Varane's body type and his height obviously being different from Ramos. Ramos has a little bit shorter height. Varane 6'3", Ramos 6 feet tall, but still Ramos um, has his own thing to him, right? He has his own thing to him. I feel like he has a better heading ability than Varane does, and the dive into tackle straight is still making this card very very solid. He's a very solid center back. Now, if you would ask me, for the price that he has, that he's come up to for his SBC, which is around like 500k, I believe, I would tell you it depends on what kind of center back you're looking for. Because, like I said, when you're spending that much coins on a center back, this guy would have been a little bit more expensive. He would have been on the market. So like I said, for the price, to me, it's worth it because of the links that I have in my team. And, it was just the right time to, move on from my Kimpembe and get a center back from League On, from so many center backs that we've had, right? This is still a good choice, in my opinion. And if I were to compare him, though, to, like, the top tier center backs, I would say Ruben Diaz is still, like, a mile above this Ramos, because like I said, Ruben Diaz this year, he just has this thing to him where he just like locks into the player, and he will walk up to the player, and if it's an Mbappe and he does a skill move, like he's still gonna get the ball. Like he just has some sort of intelligence to him, to his card, There is a lot of special things about that card as well as Veron. Like I said, Veron. The only thing about Veron is his body type and obviously the composure in his flashback. It's literally worth the mill that you would have spent on that SBC. But regardless, that's all I have for today, guys. I appreciate if you guys stop by and look at the review. Guys, let me know what you think about the review, right? And if you did the card, let me know what you think about it. Was he worth the coins, or do you think you could have spent better, coins? Maybe 500k would have been better if you spent it on I don't know, Golden Mbappe, because from what I've seen, his gold card is still better than his Team of the Year. Am I right? So, regardless.